So after they kill the snake and throw it to the side, which represented ignoring that divine sign that was coming from the universe, letting them know this isn't a good idea, they literally went to go grab a bottle of beer and show him some of the other things that, talking about the things that they want to do next after that. Check this out. It was an Irish beer. This is something else that is going to correlate to another gem way later on. So this is probably going to come like at the end of the video. So if you guys stick around, you're going to see how this Irish beer had something to do later on with the movie, just the whole correlation of Irish, period. I'm going to show you guys. It's crazy. So let's get back into this part. On the box where the beer was at, it said secrets or something like that. Don't know what this word means, so I'm not going to say it again. I don't know what this word means. But when I went to go and do like deep diving research on this word, I found nothing. But what I did find was that when I looked it up, I even went to like an AI app. Every time, the only thing that popped up was the word secrets. They kept saying that I spelt the word wrong. And asking me, are you sure that it's not the word secrets? And I'm like, So then when I looked it up online, as you guys can see right here, right? I was literally like, weird. Why is it that when I looked this word up and it said, you've got the wrong word, it doesn't match. Why is it only pulling up secret resorts? Why did it only pull up secret resorts and spas? Secret resorts. It's like it could have pulled up anything else. But why is it like all of the links are a secret resort? And why is this one say adult only? It was so weird. I was like, what is that saying? We know what that's saying. I've got my ideas on what that's saying. But we're going to get back into the movie because that's a whole nother video. Like a whole nother video. So that, right? Next to something else in the truck looked like there was like a box that looked like some money. So yeah, so that's that, right? So what does that represent? Imagine the path of someone who has talent entering the music industry. You know what I'm saying? Someone who has talent going towards what they think is going to be an opportunity. And like I was saying, these two brothers, they're literally like the gatekeepers. So you always end up meeting somebody who's kind of like a gatekeeper when it comes to dealing with these types of industries and things, like when it comes to dealing with film and music, or anything like on that level. Acting, it's always some gatekeeper. It's like a manager or something like that, right? That always comes with these hidden opportunities that come with a bite later on. So like, yeah. Let's get into the next gem, okay? Okay, so this one was really cool too, right? So as you guys can see, the golden aura that starts to appear around. So first of all, like, I really just do not think that was done on accident. And if the director of the movie didn't do it on purpose, this came from spirit. Because I'm like, I've seen the whole golden aura, golden glow of the clouds. I really think that was representing that Christ consciousness activating as soon as he started singing, you guys. Like at first, if you pay attention, the clouds weren't really like that close to his head, so it was still blue and yellowish. But as he started to sing more, it's like the camera started to blur out the clouds or some weird stuff, and it started looking more yellow. I'm like, come on now, like, that literally represents that golden glow aura that was activating in him as he was singing. And something that I feel like a lot of people do too as well, these gatekeepers, when they see that, they can feel the frequency of somebody who really has that gift. And he immediately knew that they was going to make some money. That's what he said. We're going to make some money. You know what I'm saying? We're going to make some money. You're going to see what people reap in this movie for thinking like that. Okay? It gets crazy. Karma get crazy in this movie. Karma get crazy in this.
You say that's big.
One day bring us down here empty handed.
My goodness.
I got 500 more bottles just like that. Ice cold. Say we pay you $40 a night and all the beer that you can drink. After that, no strings. You have now, I even let you finish that bottle in your hand.
So with this one, I'm going to talk about that Irish beer a little bit more. So something that I noticed, right, was more of that gatekeeper energy, right? So the guy was trying to get the other guy to play, and at first he was like, nah, I'm good, right? He wasn't feeling it. He should have listened to his intuition, okay? He should have listened. But, you know, this ain't real. So with that, to show the symbolism of how someone doesn't listen to their intuition and then falls into their lower nature was definitely playing out in this scene. So he came like with that Irish beer. So with this Irish beer too as well, something that I looked up, it wasn't really like intentional. It was an accident. So I like couldn't figure out what that word meant, because I'm not going to say it again, right? That was on the box with the beers in the scene with the truck. And I looked it up and I spelt it wrong. So when I got like I guess they call it like an anagram. I hope I'm not saying that wrong. But an unscramble for the word, it gave me the word recess. And I was like, oh, that makes sense because it's beer. It's like recess for adults. Check that out. Check out how that correlates to the word secrets. And then when I looked it up, it pulled up only secret resorts. Is that not like a recess for adults? Like secret clubs? Like secret clubs? Okay, so yeah, call me a conspiracy theorist, whatever. I don't care. I feel like it correlates. It relates. Okay, I'm just trying to connect dots. We're going to see where it goes. But ultimately, also, this guy immediately started playing. The beer, right? It represents alcohol and how for a long time it's been used as a tool, just like money, to get real people in, you know what I mean? And get them to do stuff that they normally wouldn't do if you didn't have, you know, what they wanted. So, yeah, watch. Y'all gonna see this a little bit more. This all plays out. The Irish beer, I'm telling you, the beer, man. And it's just like, I really think that the whole Irish thing has a lot to do with it too as well. And I'm going to talk to you guys about that later on. It's crazy. Y'all gonna
just work. Cars, ships, trains. I seen men die ways I didn't even know was possible. I ain't never saw no roots, no demons, no ghosts, no magic. Just power. And only money can give you that.
You fool. All that war, or whatever the hell you been doing in Chicago, and you back here in front of me. 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 eyes, and a brain that work. How you know I ain't prayed? I work every root my grandmother taught me to keep you in that place.
So in this scene, you could see that the blue clothing wearing brother. See, I can't remember their names too much. I think his name was Smoke, and I think the other guy's name was Stack. Hopefully, I remembered. But I really do think the guy in the blue's name was Smoke. But anyway, this guy, you could see just in like this conversation he had with this lady that he had more of the like rational, logical, calm way of thinking that a man would have when going out into the world and having to deal with crap and trying to figure out how to get it on his own. You could see that, but you could see he had more of a calm nature. Even in the movie, you could see that he had more of a heart. You know what I mean? So he had more so like the left side of the brain frequency, the feminine aspect of the brain. That brother was more tapped in when it came to just being able to sense things. Even in the beginning of the movie, I don't think I got that scene. Even in the beginning of the movie, like when he was touching on the floor, if you guys remember that scene, for the people who've seen that, he was like touching on the floor and rubbing his fingers like something happened here that wasn't right. And the other brother looked at him, and that's when the brother in the red hat was like, what happened here? What was on these? Did y'all wash these floors? What happened? You know what I mean? What y'all washing off? So like, cause he knew that his brother sensed something. He knew. So anyway, also too as well, this shows that when people sometimes can be so like logical and so like into their mind, and they think they really know so much, they become so like adapted to the mundane way of living and thinking, they literally will become like blind to what has been keeping them going. So like she said, fool, you think that I haven't been praying like since you've been gone, and make sure that you working every route that I have so that you and your brother can stay alive? You know what I mean? So he didn't say anything else after that. All he could do was be like, she probably right. So this is, I feel like, a conversation with the subconscious. I feel like this represents the conversation with the subconscious when someone is more tapped in to the spiritual side and being able to go and speak with their guides and speak with their elders or the people who watch for them, the people who protect them spiritually, and tap in and still receive information even when you're kind of shut off. And I really sense that even throughout the movie, it shows the process of spiritual awakening and enlightenment. And he really represents that a lot, especially at the end of the movie too.